India wants work, it wants a lifestyle, and it wants to see itself as one of the most stable market economies in the world.
Direct selling in India is all set for New India. We have seen young people joining the direct selling industry as an entrepreneur. And if you see the age bracket of 25, they are taking it direct selling industry as a very serious industry.
Today, India aspires to create the Naya Bharat, where dreams and aspirations are destined to become reality. Direct selling, since its inception, has been one of the driving factors behind India's post-liberalized economy. The ease of doing business in New India, coupled with government schemes such as Make in India, Skill India, Startup India, and others, have uplifted the entrepreneurial spirit in the country. With direct selling and its progressive stature, the industry has also been especially aided by monetary institutions via financial inclusion. The direct selling industry is a thought leader and is among few industries who have been a pioneer in empowering women in the country.
So there are about 53% of the direct sellers, they are female workforce in direct selling industry. So it started the supplement income. So the ladies at home, those who don't have too much of option of working in office, they are taking it as an opportunity to really make some supplemental income for themselves.
Direct selling has not only proved to be one of the leading employment and work-generating sector, but also is miles ahead of other predominant sectors in the market in terms of job and wealth creation.
Government is planning to push around 500 million of skilled workers by 2022. I think this particular sector has a potential to provide kind of mass empowerment and livelihood for people.
The combination of direct selling and entrepreneurship have not only helped MSMEs and SMEs, but it also helped in giving growth objective to Indian economy.
So the New India is all about Make in India, fair enough. So what is the direct selling company coming to us for? They could have gone to the big guys. They want new entrepreneurs who are coming up, who want to put up the setups. And so direct selling companies want people like us or maybe others to put up a goods manufacturing facility in India as per international standards.
The Department of Consumer Affairs, Government of India, had notified the direct selling guidelines in 2016.
Connecting with state governments for the last, I would say, 10-12 years, if not more, and holding workshops, round-table conferences, one-on-one meetings to speak to the regulators, speak to various state governments and the centre as well, to explain the difference between what are the characteristics of a good direct selling entity.
The Indian Direct Selling Association, the only organization meant for benefiting direct selling industry, has taken great initiative in promoting the government initiative at a grassroots level.
See, we have seen the growth in direct selling industry in the last 5 years by 16%, and we also see that they are having expected growth by 300% in 2025. So we have also grown along with the direct selling industries growing in the market, and we expect that we will further grow.
The Indian direct selling industry has witnessed exponential growth in the last few years as a result of several reforms by the government.
IDSA will extend its reach and educate consumers, common public about important issues like distinguishing between a genuine direct selling company and fly-by-night operators, consumer protection law and the consumer rights under the Consumer Protection Act 2019.
The strong policy-making capabilities and under the strong leadership and guidance of our Honorable Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi, the direct selling industry is on its way to contribute towards a progressive economy and to deliver what the world is going to see as the Naya Bharat.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Chetan Bhardwaj, and I'm the General Manager of Indian Direct Selling Association. Now, before we begin our session today, and I introduce our special guest for today's session, I hope you are all taking good care of yourself, your family, and friends. These are unprecedented health crises that our country is currently going through, and all of us needs to be especially aware about the conditions that we are living in, about the environment around us. And I request every one of you, as and when these slots are available, go and get yourself vaccinated. Vaccination is the only solution for this pandemic that currently we are going through. And I hope you are all going to participate in IDSA's initiative of Get Vaccinated, Save Lives. Share your pictures getting the vaccinated or with the post-vaccination certificate using the hashtag IDSA_I got vaccinated, and let IDSA thank you by sending a special gift hampers from one of our sponsoring companies for the initiative. Let's all begin with today's session. Our guest today is Mr. Anshu Bagai. He's the Managing Director of Jeunesse Global India Private Limited. Many of you might be aware Jeunesse Global India is a 100% wholly owned subsidiary of Jeunesse Global LLC, which is based out of Florida, United States of America. Anshuji has over 28 years of experience across domains like business development and marketing. Anshuji has culminated all these years of experience in introducing this niche category of premium stem cell technology-based skincare and anti-aging nutrition range of products that Jeunesse has to offer. Anshuji has been widely recognized as an inspirational leader who has separated many successful projects in well-known companies. Before going about Jeunesse, Anshuji has handled assignments with AMC Cookware as Managing Director, as well as for Tupperware India as Chief Marketing Officer. Prior to his experience with direct selling, or rather his stint with direct selling companies, Anshuji has been a part of Splexo as Head of Marketing and Affiliations, and he was also associated with De Beers, where Anshuji launched Nakshatra range, which is considered India's first brand in the jewelry industry. Anshuji is a graduate in Electronics and Communications from prestigious Netaji Subhash Institute of Technology, Delhi, and an MBA in Marketing from NMIMS, Mumbai. So without any ado, I'll welcome Anshuji to our show. Welcome, sir.
Thank you, Chetan. Good evening.
I hope you are taking good care of yourself in these crisis times.
I know.
Right, sir. Right. So we'll begin our session today, sir. So the first question that we usually ask our special guests, in every session is, tell us something more about the journey of your company, that is Jeunesse, so far, how the company started, and what was the core thought behind starting the company?
Jeunesse was started on 9th September 2009 by the husband-wife, Wendy and Randy. Now, both of them were not from the direct selling background. They are more from IT background. Wendy was a mathematics teacher, then went on to write software. Some of direct selling clients, companies were her clients and used to write programs for their compensation plan. Randy had a company through which he supplied hardware and software to NASA. Both of them did very good in this company, sold off that company and had retired. They had no idea of starting again, but it was once luck that when Randy had issues with his knee, so he went to see Dr. Nathan Newman in California to show his knees and get stem cell treatment done for his knees. While waiting at the reception, he saw small bottles lying out there and asked the doctor, "What is this?" So he said that stem cell technology was still very new in 2009. He said, "This is a serum that we developed derived from human stem cells, and this can really help to remove fine line wrinkles from the face." This idea he really liked, and because Wendy anyway used to write software for direct selling companies, so they started this company, not knowing that one day it will become a $1 billion business. So this is how the company started. Their philosophy right from the beginning has been to develop cutting-edge technology products in the arena of anti-aging. So all our products are designed by doctors who are the best in their field. As I said, Dr. Nathan Newman, he has designed all our skincare products. He is one of the leading plastic surgeon of California, of US, and all his clients are the big celebrities of US. all our products, the nutritional products for consumption, for eating, have been designed by Dr. Vincent G.M. Papa. He has been nominated for Nobel Prize for his work in anti-aging. He was nominated, he didn't win it, but that itself shows you that all our products like Reserve, AMPM, etc. have been designed by him. And again, they are the best in their field. Nothing like that exists. So cutting edge technology products, the best in the industry, offer a fantastic opportunity to people. That has been the philosophy of this company. And in India, we came 4 years ago, in fact, 3.5 years ago, and the same philosophy continues in India. Jeunesse has the same product range worldwide. We have only launched recently some products made in India, but otherwise the entire product range of Jeunesse remains the same throughout the world. So this is the philosophy on which Jeunesse is founded on.
Wonderful, sir. Great to know that the company has been founded on such noble values. And yes, when the company starts, company has its inception credit to such noble values. Success is all what we can look forward to in the future. So, like you said, sir, the company started with the idea of offering noble products which were new at that time, and I would say, in fact, they are still relatively new even in today's time as well. So, tell us more about the main product offerings of the company and how they are manufactured, your manufacturing setups, and any new product lines that the company is planning to introduce in near future.
Okay, the entire product range, this I'm talking about the global product range, can be divided into skincare, there is hair care, there is weight management, there is the nutritional range of products. So this is the product range that we have worldwide. Now, skincare range of products is what we call Luminous. They are based on serum, which is derived from human stem cells. So basically, the stem cells are derived from the fat layers of the body, which are grown in petri dishes, and that is how the serum is developed. This has real fantastic effect on the skin, which helps to remove fine line wrinkles. Nothing like this exists in the market. Even now, as you said, even after so many years in US, there is nothing like this in the even in US. Now, this is how the company started, with this just one product. Then in wellness, our leader is Reserve. Okay, Reserve is a blend of resveratrol, heart-friendly resveratrol, and antioxidants, which is in a gel form. Instantly, this is absorbed by the body, and people have seen wonderful results in their joint pains and etc. When they have taken Reserve. In fact, my father swears by this product. So this is on wellness. Then a product which is again a big hit worldwide and as of now not there in India is AMPM. Multivitamins, but it does really well. Finity, these are all fantastic supplements which are positioned strongly in the anti-aging category. And the best cutting edge technology, as I said, designed by the best doctors in the world. Then we have hair care, where we have our product RVL. This is of course there in India. Now this is based on our Ayurvedic range of products, Avla, Shikakai, etc., but on their stem cells. And this is a range of shampoo, serum, and a conditioner. People have seen results on this when they have used it consistently. Perhaps people have said this is the first hair care product which shows impact in hair growing after you have used it consistently. So this is another product range. Then we have weight management. Our Zen range of products are excellent for weight management. In India, currently, we have two products in the Zen category. One is our energy drink, which we have manufactured in India. And there's another one, which is Zen Shape, which we have imported. And then finally, the last category in which Jeunesse operates worldwide is energy drinks. Now, when the company started initially for the first couple of years, the entire manufacturing was done in US and products were imported in all the 150 countries that we operate in. The philosophy being that company, Jeunesse, was strongly positioned on quality, never compromise on quality and have the best products. So they did not want to compromise at all on the quality. They wanted the same product range to be there throughout the world. So this is how it started. Majority of our products are manufactured in US, but slowly as the company is expanding, it realized it is very difficult to manufacture everything centrally in US. So they have started delegating, and smaller product ranges have started manufacturing in local countries. As I said, in India, we have launched our range of made in India products. This is going to increase. The locally manufactured range of products will increase, but the core set of products which are designed by those award-winning doctors in US, as I see it, will continue to be manufactured in US only. Chetan.
Great to know, sir. Yes. And I think, yes, this is what, when direct selling industry started, this was the idea behind the industry to introduce products, really noble products that our people have really not seen in the market, and products that really cannot be sold off the shelf. You have to really explain the experience of using the product. And glad to know that Jeunesse is, is raising the flag of the direct selling industry high in terms of that. Moving on, sir. You touched this while introducing, in the first question itself, that Jeunesse became the youngest company to generate, $1 billion USD worldwide sales, I think in the year 2015. Now this was, I think, only within 6 years of its incorporation, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah,
and,
the first company in the industry who managed this.
Yes, sir. The first company, yes, the youngest one. And I think since then, the company has been reporting phenomenal growth numbers, actually. So the information that I have is that the company was again quick to achieve $8 billion sales by 2021. So what do you think are the main contributing factors to this exponential growth that Jeunesse is witnessing around the world?
First, as you mentioned, the first thing which makes any company successful in direct selling is products. The products have to be unique. They have to be demonstrable. Only then will the customers want and call direct sellers, distributors to their home and ask them to tell them about the product. That is absolutely critical. If the products are easily available in the market and there are 20 such replicas available in the market, that product will never be successful in direct selling. So first, products which are unique, high quality, which require a demonstration. So when you look at this, Jeunesse stands out head and shoulders amongst others, that our products are absolutely unique, cutting edge technology. You don't get them anywhere in the world, and strongly positioned on anti-aging. Very strong positioning too. Now, the second thing which makes a company successful is that you may have the best of products, but if you don't have distributors working for you, how will you take these products to the consumers? So when it comes to this, Jeunesse has the best compensation plan in the industry. And I have worked with so many companies, I can confidently say that Jeunesse distributors are really taken care of when it comes to compensation plan. So the founders, as I said, were already retired. Their objective was to start a company which helps people to earn money and make a difference. This was the foundation on which the company was created. As a result, they happily and willingly give rather than only keep for themselves. That is why the compensation plan is so lucrative for Jeunesse. So this is the point number 2. The third one, since Jeunesse started in 2009, this was a point in time when e-commerce had taken off and internet was available everywhere. As a result, our backend is e-commerce based, which means कि जो distributors हैं हमारे साथ attach होते हैं by creating an account online. किसी को ऑफिस या कहीं आने की जरूरत ही नहीं है. हर किसी को ऑनलाइन जाके अपना ID डॉक्यूमेंट्स अपलोड करने हैं, उनका अकाउंट जनरेट होता है. Then they use their credit card, debit card, or net banking, totally online. We are totally following Government of India's and our Prime Minister's vision of using only digital money. They use that to order products. Then the products are dispatched throughout the country. In this 4 odd years, we have dispatched products throughout the country from our central warehouse in Delhi. So it is this e-commerce business model which helps the company to expand rapidly. Otherwise, I'm not aware of any other company which managed to expand into 150 countries in such a short span of time. And even in India, with just one warehouse and one office, we managed to supply products to more than 300 cities in the country. So next is this, that it is completely e-commerce, so we don't have to rely on opening offices and pickup points. The last thing, the culture of the company is very sales driven. The founders are on, I would say, weekly touch with all the diamonds and the double diamonds worldwide. They actively take inputs from them and keep modifying the strategy as and when the requirement arises. So the strategy is driven by these diamonds who are driving the business at the ground level. And this strategy is not made in conference rooms anywhere. So it is a combination of this, the product, the compensation plan, the model, e-commerce model, and the fact कि sales strategy जो है पूरी की पूरी diamonds drive करते हैं by working with the founders. So that is what has made Jeunesse so successful.
Great to know that, sir. And since you touched about compensation plan being one of the factors behind the phenomenal growth of the company, I had kept one question regarding the compensation plan for a later part of the discussion, but I think now is the right time to share it with you. So when this direct selling industry started, sir, the idea behind the industry was that there are some products that are so specialized in nature that they cannot be sold through off the counter. So you need a personal sales experience, the touch and feel kind of an experience. Over the years, as the competition has increased in the industry, somehow we are seeing, or rather it could be my personal observation as well, that the focus has shifted on to designing compensation plans. So are we looking to a future where more than scientists, the mathematicians or economists are considered important in a direct selling company? What do you think, sir? What is more important for a direct selling company? Product, plan? Or do you think there's a vital combination?
Both are important. And I strongly feel that you need a product range which is unique, demonstrable. And you need a compensation plan which gives a fair compensation, a good compensation to those who are working hard. Both the things have to happen together. अगर आप आसपास देखें, कई कंपनीज थी जो काफी सक्सेसफुल थी, जहां प्रोडक्ट की यूनिकनेस चली जाती है, वो चाहे जितना भी अच्छा कंपनसेशन प्लान हो, उनके बिजनेसेस डाउन हुए हैं. ऑन द अदर हैंड, देयर आर कंपनी जिनके बहुत अच्छे प्रोडक्ट्स हैं, बट बिकॉज लोग कमा नहीं पाते हैं, इसलिए वो नहीं ग्रो कर पाती. सो बेसिकली इस बिजनेस में सक्सेसफुल होने के लिए आपको दोनों चीजें चाहिए, यूनिक प्रोडक्ट्स जो डिमॉन्स्ट्रेबल हो और कंपनसेशन प्लान जो लुक्रेटिव हो काम करने वाले के लिए और फेयर हो, ताकि जो काम कर रहा है उसको पैसा मिले. सो बेसिकली ये दोनों चीजें इक्वली इंपॉर्टेंट है. मैं not one is not more important than the other. Both are equally important. It is suicidal to concentrate on only one and not the other.
Beautifully explained, sir. Again, okay, moving back to the products now. So, Jeunesse has a trademark on what we all know by the term youth enhancement system. So, if you could share more details with our viewers, what exactly is youth enhancement system and how this whole thing works?
Youth enhancement system is just the way a marketing positioning of our range of products. As I said, we are based on as an anti-aging company. All our products have to fit into this platform. We will never launch a product which does not fit into anti-aging. So youth enhancement system segregates all these products into various categories. As I said, one is skincare. So basically what we say is inside out and outside in. For you to look young, you should be young inside and you should be young outside. So for being outside, it is the skincare range of products which keeps your skin young. The hair care range of products helps you to keep your hair long and healthy. And if the hair follicles are alive, it helps to grow them also. Then the wellness range of products, which is, let's say, AMPM, Reserve, all this range of products, they are excellent, which keeps you young from inside. Weight management, exceedingly important. As one ages, people tend to put on weight. The Zen range of products helps you to keep your weight under control. So that is the entire range of products which we call the youth enhancement system, the various categories which helps you to lead a healthy and youthful lifestyle. Skin, hair, nutraceuticals, weight management. That is what we call the youth enhancement system.
Great to know. Okay, so moving on. My next question is, of course, related to the ongoing COVID pandemic. So every business is facing the heat of the pandemic and the lockdowns worldwide, not just in India. That's a worldwide trend. So now coming to direct selling, recently IDSA also published a result, a survey to determine the impact of COVID-19 on direct selling in India, and we were happily surprised to note that despite of the lockdowns and everything in place, during the first 6 months of financial year 2020 and 2021, the industry was able to register a growth of around 6% in this first 6 months. In fact, in the second quarter, the growth was around 10%, compared to around 4% in the first quarter. So the point that I'm trying to raise is this growth is largely driven by nutraceuticals. Now, nutraceuticals worldwide, they constitute nearly 50% of the gross direct selling sales. And in countries like India, it is more than 65%, in fact, of the overall direct selling sales. Now, after the pandemic, what we are seeing is there is a sudden rush towards nutraceuticals. Now, everybody is purchasing nutraceuticals for consumptions. So, how do you foresee this in future? Do you think this trend or this increased attention towards nutraceutical is going to continue, or do you think this will fizzle out eventually? How do you see this whole scenario? The prospect of the industry in future. From where do you see, let's say, 2-3 years down the line, what's going to happen?
See, Chetan, one thing we have to be ready for is that this pandemic is not getting over for the next 2 years at least. The waves will continue. It's only once the entire population is vaccinated or has been got infected and develops antibodies is when this pandemic will be over. The waves otherwise will continue. And if that be the case, the demand for nutraceuticals is only going to increase. And especially those nutraceuticals which helps you to increase your immunity. This is definitely going to increase. And this is what the consumers want. It's good for the consumers. And also, if you see, India per se has become relatively quite prosperous in the recent years. And when you reach a point in time where everyone has their own homes, have their own cars, have been on vacations, the topmost priority for the last so many years, if you ask middle class, has been to lead a healthy lifestyle. And as they grow older, they get more money, they want to be more healthy. So with this segment, nutraceuticals was always very important. And that's why, as you said, already in India, a big chunk of our direct selling sales was coming from nutraceuticals, which has gone through the roof due to the pandemic. And this is, for the next 2 to 3 years, this will be the most important category. As I keep telling my corporate also, that for India, for the next 2 to 3 years, nutraceuticals will be the most important category for direct selling. It also requires demonstration. It requires you to explain what this product is, what it does for you. So it fits in very well with direct selling. So that's the advantage of this category of products.
Great, sir. So nutraceuticals is not going to contribute to a healthy individual life. Nutraceuticals are going to contribute to healthy direct selling.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
The healthy growth of the industry as well.
It fits in very well in our requirement.
Yes,
see, you need high quality products which are unique, which are different, which require to be explained and demonstrated. That's where nutraceuticals fit in. And at a time when everybody wants it. So it fits in the requirement of direct selling and the requirement of consumers currently.
Right. Since we are talking about the COVID and the lockdown, so I know, every direct selling company has faced challenges during the lockdown, which was there last year, as well as the partial lockdown or the fully lockdown, which is there in some states today as well. So what are the key challenges that Jeunesse faced during these lockdowns, and what strategies you adopted to overcome these or address these challenges?
See, on one hand, there's this newfound demand for nutraceuticals. However, you have to remember direct selling has always operated as events. You do events for enrolling people, you do events to recognize people, you organize incentive trips. Everything in direct selling evolves around events, around people meeting. Even when you had to demonstrate, you would go to somebody's home, call their friends and demonstrate a product. The foundation of direct selling is events and people meeting people. So though there was demand for this product, business had taken a huge hit because people were just baffled. How do we develop this business? How do I keep my team motivated? How do I enroll new people? How do I demonstrate the product to new customers? So this is what really caused a big upset in the initial months. Now, how we stood up to that was our corporate invested heavily in doing electronic events. I mean, they invested heavily in equipment, they invested heavily in setting up central sets, a team centrally which helps us to do events, really professional, high quality events with good sound, music, as if it's an actual event. So that is what they helped and supported us with. So we at once switched to online events. And since, as I said, that our business model is e-commerce based, our people were anyway used to online events, though now far more. So this is the first thing which helped us, which required us to adjust to the new environment. And I can tell you, all direct sellers are still struggling with this, because आता नहीं लोगों को भैया किस तरह से direct selling business करो. If people can't meet, then how do you develop a direct selling business? So the most important, the USP of this industry has vanished due to this lockdown and pandemic. Then of course, trips, needless to say, all incentive trips have been cancelled and will continue to be cancelled for at least one more year. But in this scenario, as I said, we also realize that nutraceuticals is the next category of products which will do well. So we launched a made in India product. We also imported products and launched that too. So that certainly helped us. So this is what we did for the last 1 year. Along with that, we realized that, of course, now that incentive trips can't be done, and leaders were finding it difficult to motivate the people. क्योंकि अभी तक मोटिवेशन का तरीका भी यही होता था कि आपने एक इवेंट किया, लोगों को सबको वहां बुलाया, उन्हें ट्रेनिंग दिया, उनको रिकॉग्नाइज किया. अब अगर आप फिजिकली इवेंट्स नहीं कर रहे, लोगों को आप सिखा रहे हैं, यू स्टार्ट विद हाउ टू डू जूम कॉल्स, इट बिकेम वेरी डिफिकल्ट फॉर लीडर्स टू कीप देयर टीम्स मोटिवेटेड. So what the company pitched in was, we gave in really lucrative promotions. And promotions on consumer offers, promotions on bonus schemes that helped people to really motivate their team and start building their business online. Because remember, this required everyone to put in efforts to learn new skills. And for that, we fine-tuned the promotions to fit in the requirement of a lockdown and for building a business online. So we did all these adjustments. We thought it will be only 2020. No one had imagined कि 2021 में भी extend करेगा. And as I said, कम से कम 2 साल तो और चलेगा ऐसे. So this is how it is, and the direct selling industry has to continue to adjust to this. It is a different form of industry than what we have grown up to know about.
Yeah, right, sir. And yes, we even feel this, that the events and those recognitions that all the companies used to organize was an integral part of the business, and this pandemic has actually stopped. So it's wonderful to see companies are moving so efficiently onto the digital platform. Even our direct sellers are quick to learn the nitty-gritties of Zoom, WebEx, and other platforms, and good to know that they are able to increase their business even during this pandemic times also. Moving on, sir, like I introduced in the beginning, that you have over 20 years of experience now in direct selling. So you have seen direct selling in India from a point when it was not recognized to a point where the industry has gained some sort of acceptance in the masses. So how do you see this journey of direct selling in India in terms of public perception? So you think we have come a long way forward, or you think there's still a lot of work needs to be done?
We have definitely come a long way, but there's still even longer way to travel. See, initially when the industry started, किसी को पता भी नहीं था direct selling होता क्या है, ये compensation plan कैसे चलता है, why should I be doing this? This is where we started from. So the initial companies who entered the country put in that much extra effort. Of course, the work जो IDSA ने किया in building, working with the government and coming out with guidelines really made the industry recognizable as an industry in the eyes of the government. That has helped a lot more people to look at this as a full-time job. Then, of course, needless to say, this business really appeals to women and housewives. It gives them the flexibility. They can earn extra and support the family income. So we have come a long way. But however, when I look around, I still see it is not the profession of first choice for majority of people. जिसने भी थोड़ी भी पढ़ाई कर ली वो यही सोचता है कि मेरे को फुल टाइम जॉब मिलनी चाहिए. Whereas if you go to the West, US, Europe, there are so many educated people who want to do direct selling because it gives them the freedom to start a business of their own, but they don't have to invest anything. वो कल्चर अभी भी इंडिया में नहीं आया है. एंड दिस, जब तक ये कल्चर चेंज जिस दिन होगा ना, उस दिन आप देखेंगे कि इंडस्ट्री एकदम बूम करके एक्सपैंड कर जाएगी. अभी भी देयर इज दिस रेजिस्टेंस कि क्या यार मैं घर घर जाके मेरे को प्रोडक्ट्स बेचने होंगे, वो झिझक है अभी भी. So that's why I said we have come a long way. IDSA has done a great job in getting the industry recognized, but this slight more cultural change has to happen so that it should become a industry of choice for people who want to start their own business but don't have the money to invest. This is where all of them should be coming. Crores of people have lost their jobs, have lost their businesses. They should all be coming and joining direct selling. वो अभी उस extent तक नहीं हो रहा है जिस extent तक होना चाहिए.
Right, sir. And since we are talking about, about youth considering direct selling as a full-time career, so what do you think, sir? What kind of, every job requires some sort of skill set to excel. So you think direct selling also requires some specialized skill set that should be there in a person, or a person should try to develop if he wants to have a successful career here?
Yes, definitely. See, first of all, one thing that people need to know is that direct selling में जो success है वो overnight नहीं आती है. So hence, it is very important that firstly the person should be perseverant. कि लगे रहिए काम पे. Okay, ability to take no. So many doors are shut onto people. So that is part of the job of indirect selling. Then work really hard. So really hard work, perseverance, ability to take no. ये सबसे ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट क्राइटेरिया होता है, क्योंकि मैंने कितने लोगों को देखा है अपने कैरियर में जिन्होंने ज्वाइन किया बट बहुत जल्दी हार मान के चले गए. सो ये सबसे क्रिटिकल क्वालिटीज हैं जो इंसान में खुद पहले से होनी चाहिए. Then, of course, there are other things like public speaking, training, motivation, planning with your team. Now, ये qualities हैं जो आप सीख सकते हैं. जब भी कोई नया आता है बिजनेस में, जो उसके अपलाइन लीडर्स होते हैं वो सिखा देंगे, no problem. But perseverance, hard working, ability to take no, and that desire to be successful, being competitive, ये qualities इंसान की by birth होती हैं. ये टीचर कोई सिखा नहीं सकता, ये आप में होनी चाहिए. So there is this set which people need to have, and there is this set which they can learn once they are here.
Nicely put, sir. Okay, so from the skill set, let's move on to the company. So let's say a person realizes that he has the necessary skill set for a career in direct selling, and he is eager to join the industry also. Now, next step is joining a company. So what do you think are the key pointers which a person should keep in mind regarding whether to join a direct selling company or not? A particular company or not. So what are the key pointers that one person should try to look for?
Actually, हमने already basically discuss किया था. सबसे पहले तो product range. Is the product range unique? Is it different? क्या वैसी चीजें मार्केट में अवेलेबल है सस्ते में? अगर हैं तो फिर आप बेच नहीं पाएंगे उन प्रोडक्ट्स को. So सबसे पहले प्रोडक्ट रेंज, द क्वालिटी, द प्राइस, availability. Secondly, plan, the compensation plan, how lucrative is it? जो genuine direct sellers हैं, जो मेहनत करके business को build कर रहे हैं, are they well compensated? How does it stack up against the others? Because as a direct seller, आप जब मेहनत करेंगे तो आप यही चाहेंगे कि मैं लोगों से ज्यादा कमाऊं. So compensation plan ऐसा होना चाहिए कि आपको compared to competition आप ज्यादा कमाएं. So product plan. दूसरा I would say then business model. कि अब जैसे मैंने कहा कि जेनेस का ई कॉमर्स बेस्ड बिजनेस है. अगर सपोज ऑफिस बेस्ड बिजनेस हो, पिकअप बेस्ड बिजनेस हो, तो उस बिजनेस को एक्सपैंड करने में बहुत टाइम लग जाएगा. वेयर एज ई कॉमर्स काइंड ऑफ बिजनेस हेल्प्स यू टू एक्सपैंड योर बिजनेस ओवरनाइट. आप किसी भी शहर में बैठे हुए कहीं भी जेनेस का बिजनेस एक्सपैंड कर सकते हैं. सो ये एक बहुत फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी हो जाती है कि आप यू आर नॉट लिमिटेड कि भैया यहाँ पे 10 ब्रांचेस हैं तो खाली इन 10 शहरों में मैं बिजनेस डेवलप कर सकता हूँ. नो, यू कैन डेवलप अ बिजनेस एनीवेयर बिकॉज द प्रोडक्ट्स कैन बी डिस्पैच्ड एनीवेयर. देन जो पेरेंट कंपनी है जिसने ये डायरेक्ट सेलिंग बिजनेस शुरू किया है, चाहे वो इंडियन पेरेंट कंपनी हो या मल्टीनेशनल हो, हाउ फाइनेंशियली स्ट्रॉन्ग आर देयर? बिकॉज जस्ट एज आई सेड, डायरेक्ट सेलिंग बिजनेस ओवरनाइट नहीं डेवलप होता फॉर इंडिविजुअल्स. Same is the case for companies. Companies को भी टाइम मनी इन्वेस्ट करना पड़ता है टू बिल्ड दिस बिजनेस. ये एक टिपिंग पॉइंट जिसे कहते हैं ना, अगर आपने बुक पढ़ी हो, टिपिंग पॉइंट जब पहुंचता है तब एकदम मोमेंटम कैच करता है बिजनेस. पर उस पॉइंट तक पहुंचने के लिए, जहां तक मेरा एक्सपीरियंस है, 5 साल के आसपास लग जाते हैं. सो विच मीन्स पेरेंट कंपनी के पास फाइनेंशियली स्ट्रांग होना चाहिए, इतना पैसा होना चाहिए दैट दे कैन टेक द इंडियन सब्सिडी टू दैट टिपिंग पॉइंट. एंड लास्टली ऑफ कोर्स, अगर मल्टीनेशनल है तो उनका इंडिया की तरफ कमिटमेंट कितना है? इज इट वन ऑफ द 150 कंट्रीज, या दे लुक एट इंडिया एज वन ऑफ द बिग ग्रोथ? इफ they do see India, then they will invest that much more in terms of products, in terms of promotion, in terms of events, and hence you will also grow more. So this, according to me, if I had to join a company, this is what I will see.
Right, sir. Yes, I think you have really addressed some fine points actually, and the most relevant ones also, which what person should try to keep in mind. So moving on, sir. Now we know Jeunesse is very actively involved into CSR and philanthropy initiatives. So if you could share more details a bit about what Jeunesse is doing for the society.
Okay, जैसे मैंने कहा था ना, रैंडी एंड वेंडी आर नॉट फ्रॉम डायरेक्ट सेलिंग. नाउ रैंडी बहुत पुअर फैमिली से है. उनका बचपन बहुत डिफिकल्टी में बीता था. बेसिकली वो इस हालत में थे कि कितनी बार रात को खाने के लिए, डिनर के पैसे नहीं होते थे तो मिट्टी खा के पेट भरते थे. So that is the background from where Randy came from. So उनका अब now of course he's a multi-billionaire. ठीक है. So now उनकी यही philosophy है that मैंने ये कंपनी शुरू किया 2 लोगों के लिए. एक डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर so that they can earn their money and realize their potential. दूसरा बच्चों को सपोर्ट करने के लिए. So with that background, Jeunesse जो है वर्ल्ड वाइड विलेजेस अडॉप्ट करती है और वहां पे बच्चों को सपोर्ट करती है by providing various needs. So now in India we have adopted 2 villages, one in Rajasthan, one in MP. Now सबसे पहली चीज जिस पे Jeunesse इन्वेस्ट करती है वो है एजुकेशन. So इन दोनों जगह पे या तो स्कूल बनवाना, या ऑलरेडी अगर स्कूल है तो स्कूल के लिए एक्स्ट्रा क्लासरूम बनवाना. So education is something that the money goes into. Then water. लोगों के जो जैसे स्कूल है, स्कूल में क्लीन वाटर होना चाहिए, टॉयलेट्स होने चाहिए. ड्रिंकिंग वाटर इज इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर चिल्ड्रन व्हेन दे आर गोइंग. देन हेल्थ. कई घरों में जेनेस ने स्मोकलेस चूल्हास लगवा के दिए हैं ताकि बच्चों को वो धुआं ना इनहेल करना पड़े. Lastly, food. They provide food for children. So on these platforms, Jeunesse then supports those villages. और the philosophy of Jeunesse in this case is, हम अगर एक बार कहीं जाके पैसा देके आ गए, so वो खाली उसका impact नहीं होता long term. For us to make a difference in children's life in that village, We have to be there consistently for a long period of time, support them in education, water, health, food, so that they have a good start, and then everyone is given as fair an opportunity as is possible. Since Randy को शुरू में नहीं मिला था, वो हमेशा यही कहते हैं जब भी हमारा कोई इवेंट होता है कि बच्चों की गलती नहीं है कि वो गरीब घर में जन्म लिया उन्होंने. We have to do our best to support them and give them a fair start in life. So this is the philosophy, and J Kids में Jeunesse ने worldwide millions of dollars charity में दिए हैं.
Great to know, sir, such noble thoughts and such noble initiatives that Jeunesse is taking, not just in India but around the world. And I think it's all the good wishes that are coming that are reflecting in the company's financial performance as well. So keep up the good work. So enough about the company, sir. Moving on to a little personal front. So we know you are very busy and likes to keep yourself engaged in work. So what do you like to do in your personal free time, and how do you maintain this vital balance, as we call, between the personal life and the professional life? I'm sure many of our top direct sellers who are joining us, watching us live, would also like to know about this.
See, first of all, if you speak to people who have known me right from the beginning, for me, maintaining a good life-work balance has always been very critical. I am not the work till you drop kind of person. I always want a balance. और अगर कभी life takes precedence over work, that's also fine. और उसमें बंदे को guilty नहीं होना चाहिए. Because जिंदगी में ये balance बहुत important है, and life is more important than work. So this is something that you should, or everyone should needs to know this. Now, how I do it is, first of all, of course, ये assumption है कि pandemic और lockdown नहीं था, जब normal जिंदगी थी, तो of course workout every day was very important for me. I used to go to the gym almost say 5-6 times a week. जब से lockdown शुरू हुआ तो मैंने उस gymming को cycling में बदल दिया. But again वापस lockdown हो गया तो वापस बंद हूँ. But this was very important for me. Very passionate about traveling, going to new countries, new cities. Again पिछले 1.5 साल से कहीं नहीं जा पाया, but again very critical. Spending time with family, and that spending time with family could be as simple as making sure that everyone has dinner together, and sometimes on and off painting. So these are my passions, which I have always fostered right through my career. So I always have tried my best to maintain that work-life balance. दिन के शाम को so and so बजे बस बंद करना है काम, because otherwise you see work has the tendency to expand. डिपेंडिंग, अगर आप सोचेंगे कि मैंने 9 बजे घर जाना है तो काम एक्सपैंड कर जाएगा, आपका 9:30-10 से पहले खत्म नहीं होगा. बट इफ यू से कि मैंने 6 बजे जाना है, कम व्हाट मे, योर वर्क विल फिनिश एट 5:30. सो दिस इज द बेसिक प्रिंसिपल दैट आई हैव फॉलोड थ्रू आउट माय almost 30 years of work experience now.
Right, sir. Okay, so we already discussed, the kind of journey direct selling has witnessed in India so far. So how do you see and rate the future of direct selling in India? And where do you see Jeunesse, let's say 10 years from now?
See, direct selling has a bright future in India, no doubt about it. The reason, first of all, thanks to IDSA's work, the legal hurdles have been crossed. We are a well-recognized industry now. Secondly, the consumers today want good quality products, which fits into this industry. Nutritional, healthcare range of products. आप देखें world over जितने भी unique products हैं, वो इसी industry के through आए हैं. Take for example aloe vera. This industry introduced aloe vera. अगर मैं resveratrol देखूं, it is again Jeunesse and direct selling which is introducing resveratrol. Then acai berry, world over, this has also come through the direct selling industry. So the products, the range of products which consumers want, this industry can give. So you have solid legal backing of this of the government now. You have a range of products, high quality range of products जो consumers को चाहिए. And with all this pandemic and lockdowns, with crores of people losing their jobs, जैसे मैंने पहले कहा कि a lot more people need to now start looking at direct selling, and working as an alternative is now going to happen, because ये एक अच्छा ऑल्टरनेटिव है owning your own business, being your own boss, but not investing anything. So that trend is certainly going to happen, and this pandemic and the lockdown will push that trend. So the industry has a real good future in India. I see a lot more international companies entering the country, which may get postponed because of the lockdown and pandemic, since all MNC companies currently are working on holding on to the existing markets. तो शायद वो इतनी जल्दी इंडिया ना खोले, but finally हो जाएगा वो भी. And a lot more Indian companies will also enter here. So this is going to really do very well. Jeunesse in the industry will always be amongst the big players for the simple reason, as I have seen over the last 3.5-4 years, जैसे जैसे हम आगे चलते जा रहे हैं, जेनेस अपना मॉडल इंडिया के लिए फाइन ट्यून करता जा रहा है, वेदर इट कम्स टू प्रोडक्ट रेंज, इंटरनेशनली से जो इम्पोर्टेड रेंज ऑफ प्रोडक्ट्स, मेड इन इंडिया प्रोडक्ट्स, कंपनसेशन प्लान, बिजनेस मॉडल, जैसे ही इंडिया की रिक्वायरमेंट है जेनेस उसको फाइन ट्यून करता जा रहा है. आई नो फॉर अ फैक्ट द कंपनी इज टोटली कमिटेड टू इंडिया. दे नो दैट दिस रिजल्ट्स विल नॉट कम ओवरनाइट. दे आर इन्वेस्टिंग इन द कंट्री. सो इन द नेक्स्ट 5 years I see that Jeunesse will become a very good, strong player in this industry.
Definitely, sir. And yes, the company seems to be ticking all the right boxes and moving in the right direction for achieving that. And I'm sure under your able leadership, the company will be on the path to progress and mark itself, make its presence felt among these top direct selling companies. So last question from my side before we call this session to an end, sir. What role do you think IDSA can play to strengthen the in the direct selling industry? And if you want to give any advice to IDSA, so this is your moment.
See, as far as legal backing and support from the government is concerned, you guys are doing a really good job. There's nothing more that I can suggest you to do. But as I said, now the growth of the industry is determined by how many people join us as a distributors and help us to expand more. So if IDSA can support in promoting the direct selling opportunity to all youngsters, more and more youngsters, people who are looking for a job, who have lost their businesses, that will really help the industry to boom. So that is where I think IDSA can now make a difference by promoting what a fantastic opportunity direct selling companies offer to them.
Great, sir. And yes, we are working in this direction. And to all the viewers who are watching us live in coming weeks, coming months, we will be sharing with you more details on our initiatives in the education sector. IDSA is seriously thinking of introducing direct selling as a field of study in the graduation and post-graduation levels, because what we feel, in order to prepare next generation of direct sellers, it is of utmost importance. It is essential that we impart the right education at this point of time. With this, we come to an end to today's session. Thank you so much, Anshu sir, for taking out time and joining us for this live session. And any concluding thoughts from your side?
Thank you so much for inviting us, and continue the great work that you guys are doing. I honestly feel IDSA has made a big difference. And yes, as I keep telling you, we are now looking towards expanding to South Asia, planning to start Bangladesh soon. So I would definitely like you to be active in the other countries of South Asia too, because we will be expanding to South Asia from here.
Yes, I know. India is going to be a hub of not just not just our domestic operations, but I think even IDSA Association or companies from India are going to be controlling more or less the South Asian market in future times.
Correct.
Right. So thank you so much to all our viewers, who joined us today for this session. And I would like to remind you once again, as and when the slots are available, please go out and get yourself, your family, your friends vaccinated. Vaccine is the only solution that we have against the pandemic as of now. And do participate in the IDSA Get Vaccinated, Save Lives campaign. Share your pictures getting the vaccine or with the certificate with the hashtag IDSA_I got vaccinated. And we are going to send you a small gift hamper as our token of appreciation. So thank you so much. And do join us again next time as we're going to bring another industry leader for an interaction with you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.